elevated toll road is a 36.4 km expressway passing over Cikunir until Bekasi, West Java. It passes over some section of existing Jakarta toll road. This toll road construction is being planned for October 2019. Feasibility tests were conducted at November 2019 and inaugurated by President Joko Widodo and open to the public in 12 December 2019. Japek Elevated Toll Road was built with the aim of reducing the long congestion that is along existing Jakarta Cikampek Toll Road that is perceived by so many people to have a bad congestion traffic because it is the main toll road to go to Bandung, and also it serves as a main road for factory delivery purposes, therefore worsen the congestion traffic because a lot of big trucks, container trucks, factory trucks use the Jakarta Cikampek Toll Road to go to the factory district in near Bekasi. This toll road starts at Cikunir interchange until Karawang Barat tollgate from 9 km until 45 km for about 36 km. This expressway was designed to have 4 lanes, 2 from each direction, and only private vehicle, including in category 1 and category 2, could use the toll road. It is estimated that this project cost 16.23 trillion rupiah and was led by PT Jasa Marga, Jalan Layang Cikampek, the subsidiaries of PT Jasa Marga.
Hello, my name is Judith Sarah Veronica. I'm from Ilmu Administrasi Negara, University of Indonesia, batch 2017. In this session, I will be discussing about vehicle operating costs, or we will be calling as VOC in this session. According to the guidelines of the economic analysis of project, one of the benefits that can be calculated in project is VOC. VOC is varied by the vehicle type that are influenced by the road characteristics such as the surface roughness, width, and curvature, and also be influenced by the vehicle characteristics such as speed, weight, age, maintaining costs, fuel, and vehicle costs. VOC saving can be estimated by comparing VOC of the road project under consideration with other roads. With the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road, the fuel used by user is much more efficient if it's compared to the user who go through Jakarta Cikampek toll road below. It is because the shorter travel time and the lower level of congestion on the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll. It is because the absence of the large truckload that usually cause traffic jams on the Jakarta Cikampek toll below. Meanwhile, for cost saving compared to the Jakarta Cikampek toll road below, it still cannot be estimated yet because at this point, by this video came out, the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll is still operating for free and the rate is still under discussion. However, there is a lot of rumors said that the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll will be cost at least 45,000 rupiah, which is very expensive. But according to the Minister of Public Works and Public Housing, Mr. Basuki, he said that the elevated toll rate will later be made the same as the toll rate below it, so there will be no difference between the two. But the decision is still not final yet. Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road, after the first opening on December 15, 2019, drew a lot of comment from public because the characteristic of the road turned out to be very bumpy. This is actually because the elevated toll is executed above a crossing bridges and a lot of toll bridges such as Grand Wisata and Kota Delta Mas. So at a certain point, the elevated toll must be made a little bit higher and then adjusted, especially with LRT and high-speed rail in the left and the right side. Many people complain that the bumpy road could actually damage their car, especially because they will be needed to brake more often and the brake will wear out more quickly. According to the Director of Operation of PT Waskita Karya, Mr. Bambang, he said that with the surrounding of the project, it is actually very reasonable for the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road to be made a little bit bumpy. Because if it was forced to make without surging, then the construction height will be at least 18 meters, or it will be equivalent to 5th floor building, which will be causing a higher price and it won't be safe for the user. So even though the road is a little bit bumpy, it's still very safe for the user. And responding for the complaints about broken vehicle, they said that it's actually because of the way the driver drive the car, not because of a specification of the construction.
Time cost savings can arise from reduction in travel distance, in congestions, or from faster road speeds, and can benefit both passengers, cargo in transit for cargo, shorter trip time means the earlier delivery of goods. This benefit can be estimated based on the reduction in working capital as a result of the earlier delivery of goods and opportunity of cost capital. This Japek elevated toll road, according to the Minister of Transportation Budi Karya, can cut the travel time from Jakarta to Bandung from 30 minutes to an hour. Japek elevated toll road, also according to an experiment by Kompas reporter, has a travel time of 1 hour 15 minutes from going up until going down, in which travel time, if passing the existing Jakarta Cikampek toll road, can reach to 2 until 3 hours. Private vehicle traffic that goes up to the elevated toll road will cause the cargo, container truck, factory truck to have a less congestion and therefore shorten the estimated delivery time.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rifai Zulfakar Asmadi, and today I would like to tell you about accident cost saving in Japek Elevated Toll Road project. Okay, first I would like to tell you about the accident cost saving itself. Accident cost saving is related to how a road project avoid accident in general. This include 1. Avoided medical expense, 2. Avoided damage to vehicle, properties, and infrastructure, 3. Avoided income loss due to the injury, and the last one is avoided death. To measure it numerically, we can use data regarding to the accident-related medical expense, replacement cost of assets, and income loss per accident, as well as estimate of the statistical value of life. We can also use a comparative measurement regarding to the data. Related to our main topic about accident cost saving in Japek Elevated Toll Project, in this session I would like to tell you about road accident in general. According to the WHO 2020, almost 90% of the world fatality on the road occur in low and middle income countries. Even though these countries have approximately 60% of the world vehicle. These accidents cost most countries 3% of their GDP or gross domestic product. These losses arise from the cost of treatment as well as lost productivity for those killed or disabled by their injuries. And for the family member who need to take time off work or school to care for the injured. One of the factors other than the human error that caused such accident is unsafe road infrastructure. To be more specific, in Indonesia road accident, nationally based on Indonesia National Police data, there were 107 50-100 traffic accidents that occurred in Indonesia at 2019. An increase from 372 accidents from 2018 ago. However, the number of deaths due to the traffic accident in 2019 amounted to 23,530, a decrease from 2,710 fatalities in 2019. This means that although the death due to the traffic accident decreased, the death rate due to the traffic accident exponentially increased from 3.7% to 4.6%. In our cases, since its operation, The Japek Elevated Toll Project has experienced 3 accidents at 27, 48B, and 22 km respectively. First accident happened in December 22, 2019 with no fatality were found and the car were moderately damaged. The second accident happened on February 2nd, 2020, also with no fatalities and the car lightly damaged. But the last accident happened on February 14, 2020, have no fatality but 5 cars have been damaged badly. And the result is, according to Corporate Communication and Commodity Development Group Head PT Jasa Marga Dwi Mawan Heru, Japek Elevated Toll will reduce the density of the Jakarta Cikampek main toll road by up to 40%. This also means the ratio between the capacity of the roads will traffic volume or VC ratio will increase. On the other hand, research conducted by Wibisono, Ramadan, and Hermawan on the analisis lalu lintas harian rata-rata dalam menghindari kecelakaan conclude that monthly average accident in Jakarta Cikampek toll road are 42 accidents. It can be also concluded that the frequency of accident in Japek Elevated Toll Road is very low. Related to one of the Japek Elevated Toll function which reduces the Jakarta Cikampek toll density, this project could decrease injuries, fatalities, damage to vehicle and accident in general at the main Jakarta Cikampek toll. It's too safe to say that Japek Elevated Toll project has a good value in accident cost saving aspect.
A key objective of urban transport project is often to reduce congestion, which can create an external benefit in time saving or reduction in air pollution. This external benefit should be valued and incorporated in the economic analysis. As mentioned before, the road project also generates environmental impact and should be considered in the economic analysis. For clean transport project, reduction in air pollution, carbon dioxide emission, or other environmental effect associated with the normal existing traffic could be major source of this benefit. Air pollution can also be reduced as a result of reduced congestion. The benefit of reduction in air pollution can be approximated by the cost of air pollution in avoided health expenditure and loss of productive time. The Jakarta Cikampek Elevated Toll Road environmental impact analysis document shows that the project basically intended to increase the capacity and the efficiency of the existing Jakarta Cikampek toll road by reducing the congestion that has exceeded the road capacity. The Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll also has an environmental impact analysis document that's in line with the concept of the sustainable environmental development. However, until now, the environmental impact from Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road has not been able to measure effectively the fact the congestion is still occur in the existing Jakarta Cikampek toll road. This shows that the environmental benefit from Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road cannot yet be seen as reducing congestion has not been realized effectively on the existing Jakarta Cikampek toll road.
Willingness to pay related to how the people willingness to pay for a unit and generated traffic that can be approximated at the average of the perceived user cost with or without the project. Examples on toll road, according to the guidelines of the economic analysis of project. This aspect is measured by contingent valuation method. To make an assessment of this aspect, we need to see from the perspective of the community of the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road itself. To measure the factor that can affect the willingness to pay aspect, we can see from the benefits that the users will get if they use the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road. And there are several benefits that the users will get if they use the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road and considers them to use it rather than the toll road below it. The first benefit that considers people to use the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road is the users don't need to worry about the presence of bus and trucks because the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road only allow the class 1 vehicle, such as non-bus and small non-trucks. Therefore, the users don't need to worry about the presence of bus and trucks, especially those that are overload and overdimensioned. The second benefit that considers people to use the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road is it can shorten the travel time to the destination for long distance routes. In addition, the users don't need to worry about slowing down the speed of the vehicle because it also supported by the absence of trucks and bus compared by the usual toll below the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road. The third is, even though this toll road is a flyover, the users are often worried about accidents such as its collapse due to the earthquake. However, this toll road has the power of expansion joints that can withstand the earthquakes for up to 100 years. The design of this toll road can also withstand earthquakes for up to magnitude 8. Next, the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road has 113 CCTVs along its tracks to monitor the vehicles that breaking the driving rules. These cameras also function to conduct the electronic punishment system, referring to the driving rules. Although this Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road has no exit gate, but it has 8 emergency access routes that are connected by interchange. These emergency routes are located at 8 points, such as kilometer 13, 17, 21, 24, 28, 31, 36, and 38. So there are some reasons that consider people to use the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road. But besides, there are also some reasons that consider people to not use the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road, and it also affects to the willingness to pay for using this toll road itself. The first reason is the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road has a bumpy road design that makes the users feel more alert. In addition, this road condition makes vibration that will be felt by the drivers. It's caused by many bridge connections that haven't been needed. And based on Law Number 22 of 2009 concerning to traffic and road transportation, it states that the maximum speed of vehicle at the toll road reach at 100 km per hour. However, in Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road has a lower maximum speed at 80 km per hour. So it was applied for safety due to its bumpy road condition and makes driver to be more careful and control the speed. The second reason is the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road doesn't have any rest area or gas station. It will be difficult for users who run out of fuel in the middle of this road or for drivers who feel tired and want to take a break. This certainly can be a risk for user safety. In addition, this condition doesn't allow the users to stop in the middle of the road because it's intended for long distance road users. However, there are officers in elevated tolls, ambulance, and tow trucks. They will help the users if they need help. Many people often forget about its entrance, so they make a fast and slight move from the right track to the left track on Cikunir Toll Road to enter the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road. Therefore, it makes the users must be more careful and pay attention to kilometer 10 to enter the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road. And the last one is wind gust or white wind concerns the users from the side of the road. It happens due to the height of the road is approximately 15 meters from the ground. Besides, the width and shoulders of the road are not as wide as toll roads in general. That fact would support the wind move itself. So there are some reasons that considers people to use the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road or not to use the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road, and they are all affect to the willingness to pay aspect for using the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road. And it has been said that the factor affects the willingness to pay aspect, also including the negative effect to the environment caused by the project. Reported to the AMDAL content of the construction of the Jakarta Cikampek elevated toll road, in Indonesia Infrastructure Finance website, it said that there is no bad effect to the environment by the construction, including with there is no bad perception of the community around the construction, and their overall support to the building of the construction itself.